Hey guys, we are back again. So I don't know, y'all. I think I like the videos a lot better because when doing those videos, I mean, the videos that I have to produce, it is more difficult. It takes more time. So I was like, maybe I like this a little bit more because I can just talk versus, producing the visuals and everything, which is a lot more work. So let's get into this situation about this man Diddy and everything that is going on here. Also, I know I had spoken to you guys before about a Patreon. I'm almost done with my Patreon page, and you guys are going to have to come over there and subscribe. The only thing with YouTube is they censor and they block a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to RAPE. So in this particular case, it's very difficult to discuss a case when you got to use different words. We know it's RAPE, but you technically can't say that word on YouTube. So again, I'm in the process of creating a Patreon. I just have to check on a few things, and you guys, I'll post the information and come over there, and then I can, we can say RAPE. We can't really say it here. They, block your videos and all kind of stuff. So it's really difficult to talk about Diddy over here because you just can't say a lot of stuff over here. So let's get back on this situation with him. So we all know, well, I shouldn't say we all know, but we know recently, well, today, we found out that there is another case against this dude. I mean, it is not stopping for him. This is definitely the year of reckoning for him. All of the stuff that he has done to people, baby, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. So, in the previous video, and I noticed that the video was a little cloudy. So I use StreamYard. So again, y'all, I normally don't do the videos like this. So I was just noticing that it was a little cloudy. So I'm going to probably have to not use StreamYard and use somebody else because I have top-notch internet. Not sure what the heck is going on. But anywho, in the previous video, I told y'all about the 17-year-old basically that came out. Obviously, she's not 17 years old right now, but during this time that this happened, she was actually 17 years old. And she is stating that not only he RAPED her, but that it was other people as well. And just looking back at that information, I believe there was a total of 3 men, including Diddy. So this not getting good for him at all. And it is alleged that Cassie's lawyers are representing these victims. So he mad, honey, because guess what? Cassie's lawyers know all the tea. So they coming for him. They coming for him in a major way. And I see him potentially maybe headed to prison, jail, because this is bad. They're like, this dude, this is not good. This ain't good. So apparently Cassie is afraid and is going to go back into hiding. I mean, think about it. This man is a billionaire. We're not talking about a millionaire, a billionaire. So his way of life is at this point, being threatened because he's about to lose it all. Now, keep in mind, we're talking about a man that victimized so many people and still cannot take accountability for his actions. Right now, today, he is still blaming the victim. So this man don't see that he did anything wrong. So Cassie she needs to watch out. Yeah, she is definitely in harm's way. We talked about Kimora Lee Simmons. If you guys recall that video, Kimora Lee Simmons, her home just caught a fire, and she states that, luckily, she's still alive. And to say that, it had to have been a really bad fire. But we also know fires, people die from smoke, inhaling the smoke. So this, I don't know, y'all. I really anticipate some kind of criminal actions coming toward him, possibly in 2024. Remember, guys, this happened to Bill Cosby, and then we saw they whisked his old tail back into, well, not back into prison, but to prison. So I don't see this getting any better for him. And again, with Cassie's lawyers being involved and representing these people, they know all of the tea. Like, come on now. They were the ones that filed that lawsuit for Cassie, and he settled in 24 hours or less. And at this point, he's basically saying he is not going to settle and that he's going to fight. He's going to fight for his family, which is, I'm wondering, like, if I had to pay 100 million or allegedly 100 million, I would have fought for that, because I would assume with these other victims, they probably won't get that amount of money. But I think right now he probably, again, like I said in the last video, maybe thought that, this was going to go away, but it's getting worse, because what Cassie has done is she has inspired people to come out. Just think about it. Just think about something really bad happening to you, and you really don't feel like you can talk about it. And now you have somebody else that's basically saying that it happened to them. So what does that do for you? Now you feel like, hey, I'm empowered. It just didn't happen to me. Now I feel like I can speak my truth. So this is not going to get any better for him. And, one of my commenters, because I was like, y'all know what? I'm sick of talking about Diddy, but I get it. I feel like some kind of justice should be this dude. I mean, come on now, this dude, he need to be in jail. Like, if he did this, he need to be in jail. And somebody in my comments was like, we're going to be talking about him to 2024 because he need to go to jail. I agree. I have to agree, because like, if you feel like money gives you this amount of power where you can hurt people like this, you are a menace to society. The fact that this man has money has nothing to do with it. He is, in fact, a menace to society, because are you telling me all these people are lying and just making this up? Who's making this up? Like, I mean, I'm not talking about me, but I had some crazy stuff happen to me in the past, and I have never even told anybody. So I could imagine how a person that has went through this type of trauma can even talk about it. Like, nobody wants to talk about that. But this dude have the audacity to release a statement. And I spoke about it in the last video. Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. What about the people that you have destroyed? Just a narcissist. Then he says, sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Looking for a quick payday. Okay, let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Why didn't he do this when Cassie filed that claim? Because if you're going to fight, I agree, you should fight all the way, but don't just start fighting. You should have started fighting when Cassie filed that lawsuit. So this is not, again, getting any better. And it is being alleged that Cassie is basically trying to get out of the way and make sure she is secure, because think about it. This is not going to end well. This is a man who his whole entire existence is on money, power, and fame. And I feel like he'll do anything to maintain that, including silencing victims. Kimora Simmons, we know what happened to Kimporter. We know what happened to, I mean, come on now. Do we need to bring out the list of people that, are not here anymore? But I feel like this dude something is going to happen. They need to put some surveillance on him or do something. But I do anticipate, I don't know what the statute of limitations are for these type of cases. So when it, relates to like the courts and law enforcement, there is a stipulated time. I don't know what it is. I know, if you kill somebody, it's like forever, but I don't know what the statute is on these particular instances. But the fact that this man is not taking responsibility for his actions, but then talking about people are assassinating his character. If he don't stop, like, his character, I never knew he had a good character. As a matter of fact, I thought he was a horrible person, and I had never ever met him in my life. But this is only judging on the things that I have read. And you guys gotta kind of understand how this thing works. Like, people do lie on people, but everybody lying on him. Like, who has ever said he was a good person? Who has ever said he was a good person? We have always known Diddy to be a piece of trash person, stealing from his artists. Then he steals his artist music and give it to his children and make them the authority. So now his children is paid for life on somebody else's music. Come on, dude. And his mama. Like, this is just, I never saw him as a good person. So again, I don't anticipate this getting any better. But hey, I guess I'm gonna keep talking about it if y'all want to keep hearing about it. Because at first I was like, I'm sick of talking about this dude, because it's just Diddy this, Diddy that. But again, if he's, well, I shouldn't say if he's doing these things, because he got to be doing it, right? So again, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, and also let me know, do you guys like these videos better, or if you like my other videos? For me, I think I actually like both, because with the videos where I'm just telling you guys the information, it actually is a lot easier. When you're formulating the videos, it just takes a lot of more time. You got to put the pictures and everything together. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Again, we're going to keep talking about this douchebag until he goes to jail or whatever. And also, like I said, we need to get on Patreon. On Patreon, you can say whatever you want. YouTube, you just cannot say certain things. So I forget, you can't say RAPE. So I say grape, but then later on I'll say RAPE. So the video then is demonetized. So like I said, over here, you can't really say certain things. And because I'm like a straight shooter and I just say what it is I'm trying to say, sometimes it's hard, because then, your video gets demonetized for saying certain things. And so, yeah, like I said, I'm going to finish up my Patreon account, and hopefully later on today, I'll be able to post that, and then we can go on Patreon. We can go on Patreon, especially to talk about things like this, again, because it's highly censored over here, and it's just a lot of stuff you really can't talk about, okay? So I will see y'all in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.